The new Build a Flower Bearded Iris from Altenew is here, and today we're going to use it to create a colorful, clean and simple card. So come join me. Hi there, Natalie with you today with a new process video for Altenew, and today we're going to use the new Build a Flower Bearded Iris to create a colorful but clean and simple card. So I'm going to start by building my flower, and for that I'm actually going to use the guide, the layering guide that comes in the pamphlet included in your stamp. So I've already pre-cut a piece of cardstock. I'm using 65-pound Nina Solar White to create this, and I'm going to stamp the outline of the flower, and also the leaves using black Obsidian ink. So I'm gonna take my time just to stamp my outlines, and then we're gonna go ahead and start building the flower by using the layering guide. I'm gonna use shades of purple inks. I'm gonna use the Shades of Purple mini ink crisp dye cube set. I love the color. I went through the internet just to make sure that I find all the colors of the florals, and a lot of them happen to be in the shades of purple, so I'm gonna use them for my card. So I'm just gonna follow in the layering guide that comes with your stamp, and it's pretty simple and it's a very easy flower to layer. You gotta take advantage of the little notches that the layering guide shows you. So slowly my flowers are gonna build, and like I said before, very simple to create. And actually the beauty of this floral is that it actually shaded, so, and because they're very detailed, there's not that many petals, it's really easy to layer. So slowly I'm gonna use the 4 shades that come in the Shades of Purple to just create my floral. I'm just adding the details, and then the beauty of this flower actually is that it comes with the stem included. So once I've actually created all the details for my leaves, I'm gonna come in with the Nature's Wonders Crisp Ink mini cube set, just because I want to have that kind of rusty green for the leaves and the stems of the floral. Again, the stems for this floral comes in 3 different pieces. So you have the one that's gonna fill the entire stem, and then you have the 2 that are just gonna help you add the detail and give that dimension. Very simple. As long as you follow the layering guide, you're gonna have excellent results. So I'm just gonna need 2 for these projects, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and also create my leaves. Again, they're very simple to create. There's only 3 steps. You create the outline, then you're gonna have one stamp that's gonna color the entire leaf, and then you have a 3rd layer which is going to add just the dimension and the details to the leaf. After that is done, I'm gonna go ahead and use the matching die set just to cut everything and have it ready to continue building my card. So like I said before, I want something really clean and simple for this, but very colorful. So my idea is I want to use or give this a base of color so that the flower will stand out. So outside of the camera, I've actually cut 2 pieces of cardstock, 110-pound Nina Solar Crest White to 2 panels. I'm gonna use one of them. I'm attaching it to washi tape to my board, and I'm gonna actually ink blend the entire background. I'm using colors from the Seashore Crisp Mini Ink set. I want those teal tones. I want the teal and the purple is gonna stand out from the teal, so I want to bring that to make it just shine. So I'm using my small ink blending tool just to bring color onto the cardstock. I started with Mountain Mist, which is the lightest color, and I just apply it to the entire cardstock, and then I'm gonna slowly build the color. And the way I'm gonna go about it is every time I go into a deeper tone, I'm gonna just go from the top to the bottom. Think of it just as a quarter down, 3/4 down the page for the 2nd layer, and then I have Lagoon, and I'll just go halfway through the little cardstock, and then the last color, which is Galactic Lake, I believe, I'm just gonna go to the top quarter of the page. Sorry, the last color is Emerald. So that way I just create the soft gradation of color. Think of an ombre effect on my ink blending piece. Then I'm gonna use the nesting labels die set to cut it. I just want that shape. And the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna add a little bit of water, just gonna watermark my surface and then soak up the color so I have that little bleach effect on the background. Now I want to use this kind of as a base for my floral. So I'm going to add a little bit of foam adhesive behind the label that I created and attach it to an A2 size card panel. I have it ready. Like I said, this is a 110-pound Nina Solar White Crest cardstock. So I'm going to attach the label that I created with the teal ink right to the top part of my label. And then I'm going to use the Instant Dimension foam tape from Altenew to attach my florals. I want to make sure that my florals, my two bearded irises, come from the bottom of the page and slightly curl, taking the form of the label. For that, I'm gonna add a little piece of foam adhesive behind it just to give it that lift. I'm gonna, especially to the part where the petals is at, so that I have that kind of that movement as the flowers are coming off the card. Now, one of the things that you have to keep in mind is that the way this flower grows is it kind of sprout out of this the stem sprout out of the leaves, so the leaves kind of just go in the background. So I'm just gonna play with them. I don't want them to be the center of like the focal point of my card, so I'm gonna make sure that I place them sort of coming from the bottom of the card, and then just kind of sprinkle them inside or kind of tuck them underneath the florals. Like I said, I do not wanna them to be the focal point of the page. I want the florals to be the focal point of this card. Once I have them ready, I'm actually gonna use a sentiment from the stamp set that says sending lots of love. I'm gonna use Obsidian black ink to stamp it into a little strip of white cardstock. Then I'm just gonna trim it, and once again I'm gonna use the Instant Foam adhesive tape from Altenew to attach it to the bottom side of my little label. Once I have that, the last thing I need is to add some bling, in this case just to make everything just shiny and make it stand out. I am using some gems just in teal, a little bit of purple and white. I'm just gonna sprinkle it through the card, and that's about it. Super simple. This new Build a Flower bearded iris is actually a beautiful floral. There's a lot that you can do, and I hope that you actually check it out. As always, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to contact me. Remember, we're having a blog hub, then you can see lots of inspiration with this flower. Do not be sure to come and join so you have a chance to win prizes, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me.
Hello crafters, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Thanks for watching.